Hello guys, and welcome to this new and exciting episode. So in today's episode, I'm actually going to talk about this kind of setup that is like, I think I'll definitely put it to 95 to like 99% accurate, right? And it's actually called the peak reset kind of a setup, right? So a peak reset actually happens whenever you see your 3 levels complete, right? So remember, what happens on a smaller time frame actually happens on a bigger time frame, right? So if you are having 3 levels on M1, it means that we are having 1 level on M5, and 3 levels on M5, it definitely means that we have 1 level on M15. So it's the concept of market fractalization, and we are not going to talk about it today since we are going to talk about this kind of setup. So if you can actually look at this chart from this point here, let me choose this pencil here. So from this point here up to this, right, you can actually see that there are 3 levels, 1, 2, 3, right? So after these 3 levels, you can actually see that in almost every case the market is actually going to pull back to this point here, right, while it's also testing this support here, right? So in most cases, if you have put your EMAs, right, you definitely see that the EMA 200 will be moving around this zone. So this point here is what we call the peak reset, right? And price is going to pull back to that point no matter what, regarding of whatever the I'm not going to guess today. So regarding of whatever time frame you use, right? So I want to tell you something important. These peak resets are actually in 2 forms. We have got what we call the confirmed reset or the non-confirmed reset. So what happens with the confirmed reset? Remember, we said that 3 levels on a smaller time frame is actually 1 level on a bigger time frame. So whenever you see these 3 levels, right, if these 3 levels are on the M15, definitely means that we are having 1 level on H1, right? So if the market actually, suppose this is 1 level on, say, as I stated earlier, this is something like 1 level on a bigger time frame, right? So if the market is actually wanting to create like the second level on a bigger time frame, it will definitely do something like create a W here, then create those levels going up, right? So this is what we call the confirmed reset, right? So a confirmed reset is actually a trend continuation pattern, right? So it confirms that the trend is actually continuing. Then if the market wants to reverse at this point here, so the market will definitely do something like create another M, then go down to create an ID, go down that like this. So here we've got what we call the non-confirmed reset, which reverses the trend, right? It is, you know, as the name suggests. So yeah, with the non-confirmed reset, we are, you know, reversing the trend, right? So I want to ask you a simple question, like, right, if we have got, suppose we have got this move up to here, right? Remember, on a smaller time frame here, we've got our 3 levels at this move 1 right here. This one whole move is actually carrying 3 levels, right? So this definitely means that we have got a confirmed reset, because it is actually confirming that this trend is continuing. This is also a confirmed reset here, but on a smaller time frame. But here it is actually happening on a bigger time frame. So let me go to a root chart and show you something important. So guys, this is actually a trailer of what we are going to learn in the future, but on this episode I'm actually doing something that's simplified so you guys can understand. Okay, let's take a look at this V25 on the H1 time frame. Let me put my market maker method template so that you guys understand. I want you to understand, right? I really want you to. So as you can actually see that if we are taking the market from this point, we will definitely talk about these big formations that form like this. We've got 1 2 1 whatever, right? So if we are taking the market from this point up to, sorry about that, up to here, you can actually see that we had 1 2 and 3 levels here. So what I'm anticipating is, if we are having a continuation on a bigger time frame, right, I will not talk about that. Okay, let me talk about it. So let me move to my H4 here. So on my H4, it seems like the market is likely to go down again, right? So I'm anticipating for the price to, you know, create something like this, then go down here, right? So this is actually what we call the confirmed reset, as I've stated earlier, right? Okay, I don't want to, you know, to vex you with this. Let me count my levels on the M15. I want to show you something. Okay, before I move to my M15, as I stated, I don't want to confuse you guys. I'm trying to make sure that you learn this. So as you can actually see that we had 1 level here on our H1, and this point here is actually a confirmed reset on a smaller time frame, which is the M15 at this point. Then we had this push here, we had this, you know, peak reset, right? It's actually a continuation pattern, because, you know, the market is actually continuing to go down. So this one is a bigger reset, which resets the H4 time frame, right? Okay guys, as for today, I think we're a bit done. I want you to go on your charts, right? You can actually shift to the left side of your charts, right, so that you understand this concept. I appreciate you guys for watching.